watched some video, these first 6 practices. What kind of stood out to you and what didn't you like?
A lot of stuff to clean up, and we were pretty aggressive with our install. A couple new quarterbacks that are taking meaningful reps in there, so a lot of really good learning opportunities. But veteran up front on the line on the first 2 groups, I'm pretty excited about that. I think as we move forward, just the cleaning up of the details, there's flashes of some really good things, some really good execution at times. We're just not consistent enough right now, and so I think moving forward, that's some of as the install slows down for us. It's just cleaning that stuff up. There's too many false starts today. Just some missed assignments, some things that we can clean up, and just overall consistency moving forward.
From the outside, it seems like the starting job is down between Ben and DJ. What would it take for Aiden to get into the mix for the starting job?
Yeah, and it's just so early.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
What would you need to see, I guess, to go, okay, well, we really need to...
Yeah, Aiden's doing a heck of a job, man. Through the first 6, I think he's done a really good job of picking it up. I think that's some of the things that we'd want to see is just how comfortable is he with the system, and then can he handle it physically. And I've been really impressed with the physical part, making the throws and everything that we ask him to do. I think it's just for him getting comfortable with it, and he's done a really good job with it. And so I told him for this spring, it's really just learning the system, getting comfortable with it, and then as we kind of push through the summer into fall camp, we can start moving him in with that first or second group. But I like his progress, and I could see him there in the mix if he keeps progressing come fall. Yeah.
DJ looked stronger today. I mean, you guys worked on some things with him?
Not the last 2 weeks. They've been gone. But no, I think I think things are starting to slow down for him. The first 2 weeks, it was just learning a new system, a little bit more under center, some of the stuff that he hadn't really done a ton of the pro style aspect to it. So just his comfort level, and that you could tell him through the first 6, he's really just thinking a lot. And today, at times, you were able to see him comfortable with the play, just going out and executing and showing what he's capable of physically. And he's got a lot of talent, and that's kind of what it's talking about, is him being able to just get comfortable with it and then be more consistent with his execution. And it'll come. It's coming for sure. Each day I see improvement.
What would have been your impressions of Jermaine Terry?
I like his aggressiveness, man. And early in camp, there's some mistakes just from a new scheme, new terminology, learning. But I just like how he comes off the ball. He makes it physical in the run game, and then in the pass game, he's got some burst and his ability to when he gets the ball in his hand and maybe in the flat, just some run after the catch, and the ability to kind of stretch the defense and get involved vertically in the passing game. I think he's going to be a real asset.
Does he offer anything that you maybe haven't had?
I wouldn't say nothing that we haven't had. I just think another guy, anytime we can add a guy that can do both, that he can be physical in the run game. He's not a liability in the run game, but in the pass game, he's able to be a vertical threat, and to where he's not just having to run underneath stuff. He can get down the field and create some matchup issues on smaller safeties. And I just think the more of those guys that we got in the program, and we've got a pretty good group right now.
He's more like a big wide receiver.
Yeah, he's doing a really nice job, and as he gets more comfortable with everything, he's going to be even better.
A couple of your most experienced wide receivers, Anthony and Silas, have been key special teams guys. Is that ideal? Are you comfortable with that? How do you work around kind of that dual duty?
Yeah, special teams is, around here, the culture is, the best players play on special teams, and I think guys understand that putting that stuff on film is going to give them opportunities to play at the next level. So that's something that we push and encourage on offense, is to our best players to get involved in special teams. And as the season goes on a little bit with some of the top guys, and maybe you have to pull back a little bit, and that's just kind of up with Coach Hinson and Coach Cookus working that out to see how healthy those guys are. But man, those guys are big-time returners. We want to get the ball in their hand as much as possible.
Didn't see Tolly or Josh Gray today. Anything major? Or?
No, nothing major. I think it's those guys have had a ton of reps. I think Coach M right now just giving some of those younger guys that we really need to see just get some more experience, some more reps for them.
Any thoughts on the freshman receivers you've seen out here?
Too early to tell. And some of those guys weren't really with us the beginning part. Those guys are just getting their feet wet. So hopefully, maybe at the end of next week, have a little bit more to look at and evaluate.
One's so good though.
You know what? I'll say this. I'm thinking of the other guys that were out. Zach Card, to me, has stood out. Zach is flashed. He caught a nice go in the scrimmage, caught a go ball in a one-on-one situation, and he's just really got kind of that speed, very similar, I think, to Anthony Gould in his speed. And he's flashed a number of times through the first 6. We're fired up about him. The other 2, we just haven't seen as much as we'd like right now.